is 8/26 or 8/25, February 20th, 2013. This is a documentary starting February 20th, 2013 of the ongoing denial of FAPE, failure to implement David's IEP and his settlement agreement. Per an email last night, Bill Cornelius informed me that Annette would not be picking up David this morning, that she was put on administrative leave. I received no prior written notice, and that Allison Anderson would be arriving at 8:10 this morning to pick David up and apparently transport him to school. She goes to several different locations throughout her job, so I'm not really sure of what their intent was to facilitate David's inability to communicate, his assistive technology device, his medication, his monitoring. It's just blatant discrimination and retaliation for making complaints. Anyway, it's way past 8:10, and Allison Anderson is not here. David does not wake up without transitional nursing by Annette. And, of course, I let him know. The alarm went off, and he covered his head and went back to sleep. So, without her here to facilitate his transition that he needs to go back to school since he was abused and traumatized by Trina Bradley, he doesn't go unless she's here to encourage him to go. So I'll be walking downstairs and handing off some documents, my revocation of authorization for Allison Anderson, and my formal complaint to the Board of Nursing for her unethical misconduct in violation of many areas of the Nurses Practice Act. When and if her or the bus arrives. The bus may not show up, and she may not show up on it, which again would be a failure to implement and follow his IEP and provide transportation as needed, and the one-on-one LVN that's specifically specified in his IEP. So, contrary to popular belief, SCSOS cannot administratively change David's IEP at will without an IEP meeting or prior written notice or due process hearing, which they seem to think they can. So, we will pause this here and see if the bus comes. Okay, looks like the bus is coming around the corner, so we're on our way downstairs to see whether or not there's any nurse on the bus. So let's see how this goes.
Morning.
Howdy.
Hi.
Is Allison on the bus with you?
No.
No nurse?
No.
Can I show them real quick there's no nurse on here?
Sure.
Sorry, they're being difficult. No nurse. I was going to give this to her. Are you supposed to pick her up anywhere?
No.
Not Annette. Annette is, they made her go home and they were trying to send a different nurse for David. So he can't go because he won't get up unless she's here.
Maybe.
But if she, but you don't go anywhere, you just go straight to the school, right?
Yes.
Is there anybody there that you talk to when you get there, or do you just sort of drop them off?
Just drop him off and leave.
All right. Well, make sure you come tomorrow because he's supposed to get transportation every day, and hopefully they'll have it worked out by then.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
He can't go without a nurse, you know?
Yes. Oh,
Annette usually rides with him, but they told her to stay home. They were going to send somebody else, but she's not here. She was supposed to be here at 10 after 8. And I haven't seen her, have you?
No.
So, I told him, you know, they're just They're just not good at following the rules. So I'll call Megan and let her know, but make sure that you come tomorrow, same time, and hopefully it'll be worked out.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, hun. Thanks. So, bus transportation is here. No nurses on the bus. First denial of FAPE already this morning. I will call Megan at transportation and let her know that David's IEP requires transportation. If they don't comply with the IEP or the settlement agreement, we'll just have to address that.